charged up and ready to go. In Saturday's 143-101 Game 3 win, which the 6-seeded Wolves announced their arrival to the series, Anthony Edwards outplayed SGA and the entire Thunder team for a stretch. The Timberwolves' 42-point win in Game 3 was the second largest postseason win in franchise history. Anthony Edwards led the Timberwolves in points, rebounds, and assists in Game 3, the third game of his playoff career that he's led or co-led the team in those categories. All right, Essie, here's what I want to know from you. What was the biggest message you took from the Timberwolves' dominant win?
That they can win this series. That they can come back and they can force a Game 7 and win this series. Fellas, listen, man, I'm an honest dude. Listen, I'm loved by some, hated by others. I don't give a damn either way. I'm good. But I got to tell y'all something. The one thing that I am is I try to be honest. I ain't no damn liar. Fellas, I walked into this series. Let me see the Twins. I got to see both of them because, damn it, I look like a hypocrite. I got to call myself out. Fellas, I walked into this series saying, yo, this is going to go 7 games. This is me fantasizing. I like competition. When you cover the league, I travel all over the damn place. You want to see no damn blowout? Man, I'm in Oklahoma City. I'm in Minneapolis. You don't think I got better things to do with my time? I don't want to be in these cities. No disrespect to the cities, but I got better things to do. But it's the players. You got to do it, right? So I'm traveling, and I'm going like this. I want to see a competition. I want to see an epic matchup. So I'm fantasizing. It's going to go back and forth, and it's going to come down to a Game 7, and the ball's going to be in Shea's hand 1 minute. It's going to be in Ant-Man's another. We going to find out. I'm thinking it's a 7-game series. After the first 2 games, I said, oh, my God. Minnesota about to get swept. Because I'm looking at a Naz Reid. I'm looking at a Julius Randle. I'm looking at a Jaden McDaniels. I'm looking at these guys and I'm saying they cannot put the ball on the floor. They were last in the postseason of all the teams, 32% on pull-ups. And I'm like, OKC is chasing them off the three-point line. They making them put the ball on the floor, and then they like a bunch of piranhas, 6 hands around every time somebody put the damn ball on the floor. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this. What the hell has happened? Minnesota is gonna get swept. So I go into Game 3, right on the court in Minnesota. I'm like, they about to get swept. They might lose this game. And they just blew them out the damn building. I go into the locker room afterwards. Ant-Man stopped talking to the media, just walking up to me. Come on now. I heard you. Come on now. You come on, Steve. I was like, I'm sorry. So now here we are. Game 4 is tonight. We going to find out. But I'm looking at Julius Randle. By the way, he got his little kid sitting up there. Yo, fellas, the brother had on better shades than mine. I mean, the brother was looking, little kid, looking smooth as hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Julius Randle, I looked at him. Naz Reid dribbling the ball, doing spin moves and hooks. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? If that team shows up, they win the night. It's going 7. They lose tonight, it's over Wednesday night. That's the best I can say because, Molly, I got to tell you, I didn't know what Minnesota Timberwolves I was looking at. Suddenly, they could dribble the basketball. Suddenly, they could hit a pull-up jump shot. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it.
They call it a game of swings.
I don't know who the hell don't show up, but that's where I'm at.
No, absolutely. Marcus?
Yeah, that's where I'm at, fellas.
I got to say this. Knowing Finchie, the ride back from OKC and being in that locker room, he had to go crazy. Like, these were total different teams than I've seen. The reason why I even took Minnesota, Chris Finch, coach.
Gotcha.
From knowing Finch and, called him Finch, I played, was one of my coaches at Houston, good friend of mine. Yep. Knowing him and like how real he is, I know he lit a fire under them guys. Like, I know for a fact that he had to go right to Ant-Man and say, this is not the same guy I've seen in those previous games. I even said that when I picked Minnesota. The reason why I picked Minnesota is because of how tough, how physical, how they were approaching these games when I seen them against the Lakers. And I even said this online, Ant-Man was two-hand pushing LeBron James, two-hand pushing him from walking down the court. I've never seen that, but it showed the fire, it showed how much he wanted to win. Those first 2 games at OKC, I didn't see any physicality. And I didn't think that they can even play with OKC if they don't talk, if they don't push them to the ground, if they don't foul them hard. I've seen a couple guys helping guys up. I was just very confused at how this was supposed to be played. The Timberwolves used the trash talking, the physical play to get over. The game we seen in Minnesota, they went back to that, right? And also what they did was he had to tell the bench that they had to be more consistent. The bench were just firing up shots. Dante DiVincenzo was firing up shots. Neil Alexander was firing up shots. Naz Reid wasn't aggressive. He was shooting a lot of threes. And I said to myself, these guys got to be more efficient. Like, they got to take better shots. And also give Finch credit. The one-on-ones that they had in that past game in Minnesota, they didn't have those same looks in OKC. So what he did was watch the team and watch how physical and watch how much that OKC was in those passing lanes and those driving lanes and moved them to the other side and gave Randall more space to operate, gave Ant-Man more space to operate. And Ant-Man had this look that I was waiting to see. I was waiting for Ant-Man to have that look that we've seen throughout these playoffs and that we've seen last year. And when I seen that, I said, Minnesota got a chance to get the series back to even and go back to OKC.
Right. The thing that I've seen the most is in the Western Conference, the home court advantage is real. Mm-hmm. We praise OKC about how great their defense was the entire season, the entire playoffs. They got 143 hung up on them. 143 in the playoffs. Shea, in the first half, he had between buckets, it was 13 minutes between two buckets that he had the first half. Not only did Minnesota come in and play their game, they came and punched them in the mouth. They told him, we're not playing with you guys. We're going to get this victory. Ant played 30 minutes. Julius Randle played 30 minutes, so it wasn't really taxing.
Right.
They just really went in there and punched them in the mouth, and we seen the youth of OKC. Yes, they had been this good team all year, but if you look at the age, look at the experience. They're not an old team. They're not a veteran team. Obviously, you have Shea who's leading them, but he's only 26. So for them to go on the road and play against a Minnesota team, like I said, they just went in there and abused them. Julius Randle is playing great all playoffs, and he went in there and punched those guys in the mouth, and they took the lead. Him and Ant was a catalyst, and they never looked back from the jump ball.
Right. Every time we've gone, in covering this Western Conference Finals, because it's ESPN's game, and we out here for that. In covering this Western Conference Finals, there's a guy that's out there. Every time we go out there, he's out there alone, pretty much before anybody else. Rookie, Terrence Shannon Jr. This brother came off the bench for Minnesota, okay? And Alex Rodriguez, credit to him, new owner with him and Mark Lloyd for the Minnesota Timberwolves, was telling me before the game, you see that kid right there, pointing right at him. He said, that's the future, Stephen A. That's one of our future assets. That brother is bright. He comes off the bench. He scores 9 points in 4 minutes. He's aggressive. He's looking for a shot. He's attacking the basket. But most importantly, his athleticism matched what OKC had been throwing at Minnesota in games 1 and 2. In games 1 and 2, particularly after game 2, I saw a frustration in Ant-Man. What was it? He was the lone person who could put the ball on the floor and attack. OKC knew that, and they viewed everybody else as spot-up shooters. Shannon comes into that game, changes all of that, and feeds the rest of the cats and inspires them to be just as aggressive as he was, which helped Ant-Man. Ant-Man set the tone, but Shannon followed.
20 seconds.
It could get very interesting, but tonight is going to tell us the whole story. Yeah.
Biggest part you said right there, S.A., Ant-Man set the tone. He has to set the tone, rather if it's physical, rather it's getting to the basket. He had 2 dunks last game, and they said something about that was his